I want to honor my adopted sister, Georgie Sanchez. She is a professor emeritus at Long Beach State University. She's in the California Indian Storytellers Association, and she's an amazing singer. One of the things that she told me about was being a little girl, and she wanted to go to her first communion. And my adopted father, Joseph John Moreno, he said, "Why do you want to do that?" And he kept asking her questions. Did you know that the missions are graveyards for thousands of Chumash people, our people? Did you know that a lot of us died in brutality and slavery? And by the time he had finished asking her those questions, she had changed her mind. And interestingly enough, she came down as a little girl to Mission San Diego, and she walked into a room, and there were skulls that were lined up over a door. And she was asking about the skulls, and they're not there anymore. I think they were also at the Mission San Gabriel, but they were people who died in slavery, Chumash people who died in slavery building the missions. And so I want to thank Georgie for speaking for the ancestors that way and teaching me to speak for the ancestors who died so horribly. Alan Salazar, who's a paddler in our Tomo, our seagoing canoe with 4 paddlers, he told the story of how there's a lot of history about our people dying. But why did they die working on the missions? Brutality. The food that they were given was not nutritional. So a lot of them died from malnutrition and disease. And so he talks about how the missions, when you go to see the missions, you're going to see graveyards that have mass graves of our people who died that way, from that cruelty, from disease, from malnutrition. And so the last person I want to honor is Louis Robles, Lillian Robles' son, who told us one time that the people that built the Ahashaman people that built the San Juan Capistrano were locked in barns. The women were locked in barns and the men were locked in another barn so they wouldn't run away at night. And they were singing, and the Spanish were saying, "Oh, look how they love working for us." They're singing songs. Well, what the women were singing was, "We're losing hope. We're in despair. We don't know if we could make it. The children are very weak." And the men were saying, "No, don't lose hope. We're going to find a way to get out of here." And you know, that's not in our history books. And Georgiana and Alan and Louis are speaking for the ancestors, and they have taught me to do the same thing. This is the San Diego Poetry Annual, the 2016-2017 edition. And I'm going to read Georgie Sanchez's poem that's in here. It's called Starry Night. Because I want you to listen to the beauty of the woman in her voice. And there's no hate, and there could be. Starry Night, from my beloved grandson, Victor Ani Sierra. Georgiana Sanchez. We are the stars which sing, we sing with our light. We are the birds of fire, we fly over the sky. Our light is our voice. We make a road for the spirit to pass over, Algonquin song of the stars. It's a profound Picacho night. The red earth hills are black against the star-filled sky. There is no moon. We walk as shadows through the family camp, flashlights in hand. Some around the central fire speak in hushed tones, laughter punctuating the darkness. Most are silent, looking up in awe at billions of stars alive and pulsating light. In the dark night sky, half-remembered star stories emerge. 7 sisters changed to doves, escaping Orion, who always pursues, and then again, they may be the Blackfoot ones who fled their poverty to become stars, or a great bear tracking across the endless sky. the Milky Way white Papago beans, a scattered trail left by a boy to tell the Olam of his new life. The white bean trail reminding in the dark night that everything would be all right. I lay outside the tent, warm in my sleeping bag, cool breeze across my face, looking up into the night sky, taking in the sweep of sky, a billion stars pulsating in my veins, my blood, the mystery, the universe, still point and flowing. The Big Dipper has moved, slides down the sky toward where the Colorado River flows alongside the sleeping camp. Ghosts walk among us. Great-grandpa, long dead, the old Picacho town site, transparent in starlight. Grandma, Daddy, breathing in our midst, the light of stars, long dead alive and shining this dark night. Coyote cubs yip beyond the dark hills. I want to sleep with my eyes wide open, talking in the sweep of night, a billion stars. I cannot lose this, but I sleep dreaming. I live a bird of fire, singing my light in a universe of endless stars. Li'ia kakichwan, ahash is cho, howi maipe, howi alakoi maipe, howi kankanut mawa, he kantik tokskonen sutich wowak. Among other things, I just said to you in Smuich, my adopted language, that you are my brothers and sister riders. If you're drowning in any problems, I ask the dolphin to come to you and help keep your head above water so you don't drown in your problems. Li'ia kakichwan. Thank you for coming to my class.